What's up, guys? We are back once again, and we are going to be talking about the season finale of The Bad Batch. Now, again, hopefully you guys have seen it. Everyone should have seen it by now, but if you haven't, then go ahead and click off the video. But I'm going to go ahead and just really try to sum this up because not a whole lot happened in this episode, and I'm just going to try to go kind of through it. But what we see mainly is the Empire is destroying the Camino bases, and of course everyone is drowning, and we see where Crosshair as well as Omega get cut off from the rest of the group, and we see that they wake up, and we see where AZ is trying to wake up Omega, and with all the water breaching inside, they're trying to make sure that they are staying alive. But we see what's kind of interesting is one of the clones comes up to the commander and states that the cities have been destroyed, and when that happens, you can kind of see that they're upset that they did not want to do this. And what I found really interesting was that you could tell that the personality was like, look, I didn't want to do this. I didn't want to be a part of this, but it did happen. And we see throughout the entire episode where they're actually able to save Crosshair, and then once that happens, we see where they go through this whole thing of, look, I don't want to work with you, but I'm going to make sure I survive. And that's pretty much what Crosshair did in the entirety of this episode, where it kind of was just the entirety of the episode was just them trying to survive, going through different tube tunnels to go back the way they came, and we come up with the idea of course, Omega comes up with the idea, and Crosshair does not like it, but then you see Hunter go, okay, you got a better idea, and he doesn't really come up with one. And then what's really interesting is when they're going through the tunnel that they did come through, you see where Wrecker even gets on with Crosshair saying, look, you could have came with us, we would have come got you, we would have accepted you. And Tech even says that you can't go against your nature, it's just who you are. And he says, I'm not agreeing with you, I just understand you. And what we see is there's some kind of monster circling around the tubing that AZ states that is somehow still going around, and the only reason why it has not caused no harm as of yet is because of the lights being on in the facility, and now that the facility has been pretty much demolished, there's really nothing that is keeping it alive. So I will say what was interesting in this is that there's a monster that does kind of look like he wants to try to kill them, but at the same time doesn't, and AZ hurries up and tries to open up another area to a secure, almost like a secure channel in a way. And what's really cool is I will say that they go into their old bunker and they try to figure out a way out, but unfortunately the rest of the tubing area is destroyed. So they come up with this whole idea of, okay, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? What are we going to do? And Crosshair gets angry and basically says that this is what happens when you let a kid call the shots, and at the same time state that they're, don't really know what to do. And then we see where even Omega states that I thought it was your chip that made you the way you are. I guess I was wrong. So we do see a lot of issues between Crosshair and Omega, and Crosshair and the rest of the group, because he does not want to work with the rest of the group. He just wants to kill them because he feels like he was abandoned. And what's really crazy about this is that we see at the very end where AZ comes up with an idea to go up, to blow up the window so that way they can float to the top, and he uses his boosters to have them go up to the top, just float up. And that kind of reminded me of, I mean, it was a good idea, but if you guys ever seen Deep Blue Sea, that pretty much is what reminded me of. And we have this craziness where Omega is in one of her own records in his own, Hunter and Crosshair sharing one, and we see even Tech and Echo are sharing one. Now, when they're going up to the rise, we see where Omega's having a lot of issues, but then finally she's close to it, but AZ's using all his energy left to get them up to the top. But unfortunately, Omega gets caught into some debris, so AZ takes it upon himself to save her, and when he's able to, he shuts down, basically saying that I fulfilled my duty to protect you guys. And when that happens, Omega don't want to let him go, so she goes down, gets him, and she's very close to almost drowning. because of how deep it is. And then as soon as that happens, you see where they're about, Hunter is about ready to just jump in to go get her. And as soon as that happens, Crosshair draws his weapon, and they're thinking, okay, is he going to shoot Hunter? And he actually shoots a cord down, all the way down to AZ to strap onto him and Omega, and basically just pull him right back up to the surface. And it really showed that Crosshair cannot be trusted right now at this point. He's very conflicted on what to do. And of course they had guns on him, and they go up to the platform, and they're about ready to leave, but they're looking at the debris of everything that happened onto the Camino stations, and they're looking at it, and Omega is very traumatized, so is the rest of the gang, and they just don't know what to say or what to do. And then finally, after trying to talk to Crosshair, he still does not want to go, and he even informs them that he's not going, that he's going to be staying until the Empire comes and gets him. And even Hunter said, you know, you're not going to be, you're just going to be a tool to them. And he doesn't really care. He just doesn't care. He knows that he's going to be a weapon, but he also knows at the same time, at least maybe they care in his mind. But again, who knows what's going to happen with Crosshair. But they leave him after, of course, Omega states that that they're your brothers as well as I am. And it does get revealed kind of in a way that we already knew, that Omega was older than the rest of the group. So it's going to be kind of interesting to see what's going to happen. And then also at the same time, we see where Crosshair does end up being left. But then the scientist that was, let me say, that she goes to some unknown planet, and she starts working with the Empire now. She has no choice. And our scientist comes out and says that, oh, we know about your work, and the Empire is going to be happy working with you. So that's the way it's ending. A lot of questions are coming up where another squad may be genetically enhanced or made to go after the Bad Batch, and maybe like almost like them in a way, or soldiers that were into the Empire that wanted to become like them, or something that's going to make the this kind of squad possibly to go after the Bad Batch. So there's really no way of knowing at the moment. And was this the best finale? And no, it was not. It was not the best finale. I think it could have been better. I think that there was more drama in this than there would have been. I think this could have been, again, it was a two-parter, but I think this could have been for like the first part rather than just putting this in for a two-parter. This could have been a little longer, but again, those are just my own issues I had with it. Now again, overall, I did enjoy the season, but at the same time, I still think that the season could have been better. But again, those are just my own opinion. But again, I am looking forward to season 2. Hopefully it'll be better than season 1. Not as much filler, not as much stupid missions. But let me know what you guys think about this down in the comments down below. Did you guys enjoy the season? What did you guys think of the latest issue or the latest episode of Star Wars The Bad Batch? Let me know down in the comments down below. If you guys are enjoying your day, hope you guys are going to be enjoying your weekend. Let me know what you guys think. And as always, I'll see you on the next one.